Good rising. Got some rather alarming issues for you. Welcome to the floor of the channel. Hi, Marty. This will be an interesting. This is just an hour ago. I'm already working. No one said nothing to this shit, and that bothers the hell out of me. So going over here on YouTube, nobody said anything in regards to this recording right here that I made. No one. No one answered a fucking question. Nothing. No one had a response for anything. Nothing. Goddamn. It's not fun anymore. It's not fun. Get in here in a second. It's good. It's about parents' rights, states' rights, children's rights. I'm trying something different today. Professional stuff. Did you say that's Jesus? Money's your money's your God. God you trust. Money, your God. Do you think money is dictating terms to morality? They have lots of money. They must be moral people. Good. Is that the way you think, Gwendolyn Patterson? Do you decide someone's worth by the size of their bank account? Is that what you do? I asked you a goddamn question. I didn't ask you to bring anybody else to the conversation. Look at me go, Marty. You have the same issue as so many other men. Flex! When asked a question, you can't answer the question. When you create a problem, you need someone to save you from it. It's like it's part of the public indoctrination system. And the same shit coming out of your mouth comes out of 66% of men's mouths. And isn't it amazing that 2/3 of men either work for government or are receiving retirement, disabilities, pension packages? They're getting a benefit. 2/3. And we're in a situation where 80% of the population feeds off the labors of 20%. I asked you a set question and you haven't answered it yet. Isn't that amazing? When I asked you a question, you come back with an insult because you can't answer the question. Or you're choosing to avoid the question, which means you're not able to solve anything. And that's a big part of the problem too. The average person has no ability to solve any problem that they're facing. That goes for you. Like, you're included in that. You're not separate. Men like to compete. Gotta write up that then. Dog treats. Surprise! I didn't ask you for any money. Watch Gwendolyn Patterson run his fucking mouth about money when I didn't ask him for any. And in the same sense, realize that Gwendolyn Patterson is receiving charity. parasiting off of my labor and my fucking floor. Because he's a cheap hooker or Jew. We like to define someone's worth by the size of their bank account. It's funny, Gwendolyn, because I've asked people several times what my time was worth, and dumb niggers like you can't ever give me an answer. Just want to come in here and what? Troll? Which goes into the whole thing of this country's not worth saving because of dumb niggers like Gwendolyn Patterson. I'd throw you under a bus for $1. $1. You still haven't answered any questions, Gwendolyn.
Straight
Not one.
There we go.
Which means you're doing as you were programmed to do by the CIA. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, public education, kindergarten to 12th grade, is controlled by CIA.
Thank God for homeschooling.
Watch his mouthpiece. Reactions or confessions. People like telling on themselves. Right, Gwendolyn?
You stop talking. I'm still right.
I noticed that I told him up front
You didn't
that
talk.
people have a tendency of telling on themselves.
Thank God for that.
And so when he talks, ultimately he's talking about himself. It's really funny.
Thank God for myself. Thank God for education. Thank God for that.
Hi, Mandy.
Like a fish hook in his mouth. Choking on the question. I even knew which question to feed him too that would shut I knew. I knew that one would shut him up.
Rights are illusionary. You only believe you have rights because you were told you have rights. It's the only reason why you believe you have rights.
Because somebody got paid to tell you. And they had to make sure.
Is that what you're doing? Selling your soul because you act and you're going to back out and you're tripping? What the hell are you even talking about? We're talking about a situation where the state seems to think they have more rights to your children than parents have rights to their children. That's the issue that Gwendolyn Patterson wants to avoid. Because he can't read. Can't read the headlines. Doesn't know how to read. Comes in here running his mouth without the basic ability of reading or thinking. Just reactory in your nature. Because ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, the education system conditions you to be led emotionally. And the state has a tendency of manipulating your emotions for a profit. Get a profit, of course.
Flex, flex, flex.
When I asked Gwendolyn Patterson what my time was worth by the hour, Gwendolyn Patterson couldn't answer the question.
Flex.
When I asked Gwendolyn Patterson if he's determining people's values by the size of the zeros in their bank account, Gwendolyn Patterson couldn't answer the fucking question.
Flex.
And that's what happens when you're dealing with smart cocksuckers like Gwendolyn Patterson.
Flex.
When you ask these cocksuckers questions, they'll avoid them. Then they'll try to assault your character and deviate around the subject matter that you presented because they don't like it. Did they get you right, Gwendolyn Patterson? And if you don't have a response, Gwendolyn Patterson, then you can know that you're my silent bitch.
Flex.
I really want to put you in your place, Gwendolyn Patterson. Would you say any of the shit you're saying to me to Jesus?
Flex.
And Gwendolyn Patterson, you dumb fucking nigger, there's 3 kinds of people in this world. 3. Some dumb niggers are looking for Jesus. Some dumb niggers are teaching about Jesus, but would never do as Jesus did. Because remember, Jesus is an archetype for moral behavior. We're not a moral country. Get that fucking idea right out of your head. And then the 3rd class of fucking people, they run around thinking they're Jesus. So tell me, Gwendolyn, what kind of person are you? Are you looking for Jesus? Do you teach about Jesus? Or do you think you're Jesus? I mean, which one is it with you, dumb fuck? And you notice how Gwendolyn Patterson hasn't responded to any subject matter, which ultimately goes into my theory that society cannot resolve any of society's issues because of dumb niggers like Gwendolyn Patterson.
Flex, flex, flex. My brain must.
No, Gwendolyn.
Flex
You
on
did.
it. Flex, flex.
For your high school degree,
Oh,
you traded your soul a degree at a time. High school, college. It's a regression system. You quit or give up a degree at a time.
Flex.
That's the
Flex,
morning.
flex.
Doctors and lawyers are soulless cocksuckers, just like politicians. They sold their souls for their positions. But you think they're good people because you must be a soulless cocksucker. Isn't that cool? Reactions are confessions of the soul.
Flex on it, baby. Flex.
Everything's backwards.
What you want me to do?
Is
Cry?
money your god, Gwendolyn Patterson?
You want me to cry?
Can you answer even that question? No. No, I can't answer that question in public. I'll be held accountable for my reactions. Legally and lawfully responsible.
Flex.
No one asked for your opinion. But you don't want to answer. If you can't answer questions, why are you here? I know why you're here. To cause hate and discontent.
Flex, flex, flex.
And guess what, Gwendolyn? No one actually cares about your opinion. I don't
Flex,
anyway.
flex.
You do, of course. But I don't. Terrible. Isn't it terrifying to find out that you were lied to your entire life and the belief systems that you were force fed since the age of 5 were inverted and reversed from natural reality? They conditioned you to go against nature's grain in reality, like literally. And I told you for free. What's that information worth? Your soul?
Flex on it, baby! Flex, flex, flex!
You don't have anything smart to say anymore?
He went to Harvard.
The thing about today's education system is it's leaving children in a situation where they're confused about their own fucking gender. Like, goddamn. That sounds good. And you paid for it too, so that must make you a good person. Damn, that's even funnier, right? Taxpayers working and paying taxes and think they're good people. Because of what? Paying taxes? Where's your tax dollars going? Transgender children. No wonder why people are confused.
Fucking what with the truth, Marty? Shit's wild.
Catastrophic bombshell. This I'll pause it for a second. This is what I filed with the courts last Monday, right? They have like 7 days and they gotta respond. And you give a notice, you become aware, right? Like right now. I noticed, I observed, I became aware. What am I doing here? Making you aware, making you see, making you observe. Law of observation. Oh, this is all in it. I didn't read my statement. What I'm showing you here is news articles that I submitted with my with my shit, right? And listen to all this shit, right? First ever definitive proof that Pfizer's COVID vaccine integrates into the human genome. The genetic sequence found in Pfizer's modified mRNA is a slow kill bioweapon. Vaccines are integrating into the human genome, and now in all future vaccinated generations are genetically modified as well as their offsprings. So carbon-based life forms are no longer carbon-based life forms due to vaccination. Vaccination actually turns you into a graphene-based life form. And there's a patent for graphene-based life forms. You see, this is a reduction in state. You were carbon-based, but because of the mRNA shots, now you're a graphene-based life form. Pfizer has a patent on your soul now. How do you feel about that? Where'd you go, Gwendolyn? Stop running your mouth. It's part of the agenda for bio-digital convergence. Right? That's what's happening in the abstract. Forcefully, you're being modified without your consent. Oh, where did Gwendolyn go? Gone. Ran away because I told him something he wasn't supposed to hear. I told him something he was never supposed to hear, Maury. You weren't supposed to hear it either. I already filed this paperwork with the Penobscot Judicial Center. It's part of a notice I filed last Monday with the court system. I didn't hire an attorney because I don't need one, because no attorney is going to represent my interests more better than myself. No one could possibly speak better for me than myself. And due to incompetence of people left and right of me, I'm in a situation where the only person I can trust is my fucking self. And ultimately, it's because of your fucking silence. So I asked some pretty simple questions. Do fathers have rights to their own children? It's not even a political situation. It's either fucking yes or it's goddamn no. Sitting silent ain't no goddamn excuse for it. None. Running from a cockfight makes you a cunt. Where did Gwendolyn Patterson go? I asked him 10 questions and he still hasn't answered the first one. Where'd you go, Gwendolyn? I have that effect on people, boy. Talk's cheap, ain't it? I said when I'm done, people would be running their legs and not their fucking mouths.
Go, man, go!
Say now. For the record, you're always under surveillance. Being recorded, right? Reactions or confessions that are imprinted into the etherical records immediately. Where'd you go, Gwendolyn? They took off, body. The average man is in a situation where it is treason to trust yourself over community. Is that a result of communism? Fascism? Did I fucking stutter? Sound like a stupid nigger? Oh. No balls. Must be a chemically castrated cunt. Wants to be in the 99. Do you people actually think there's safety in numbers? Numbers cluster as a result of fear. You're only each other's friends because you're fucking afraid not to be. You're terrified of walking alone. Afraid of the dark? Ooh. Yeah, I know. I'm out there waiting for you. Some people are not lost. Some people are wandering. Some people are traveling. Wandering and pondering and thinking and speaking and talking and knocking and mocking. Where did Gwendolyn go? Where'd you go to school? Harvard? You sound real smart now, don't you? Remember, I only owe $50 for my education, and I would have paid it back a long time ago, but someone stole the book, and I don't want to pay for a stolen book. Not interested in paying for someone else's fucking shit. Sorry. So I don't actually owe society for my education. That's the cool part. My Nana is laughing her ass off. You think I have a scripture? No scripture. Part of why I do this is being unvaccinated. Makes me a rare breed. Direct off the desk of Deputy Director Kash Patel. If you're unvaccinated, you resisted globalist propaganda worth over $100 billion. The fact that you withstood so much intense pressure shows how strong you are, making you a rare breed in a time when that kind of backbone is nearly extinct. Be proud of yourself. I am. Thank God for that, right? So tell me, are the 99 vaccinated, the 99%? Or is that a fear-based decision? People make decisions because of fear. People make decisions because of unions. Then one day I realized, my God, the majority of you just can't make a decision for yourself. You need someone else to make the decision for you. Holy shit. Thank God for that. So the topic confused everybody, right? Because currently speaking, the majority of you believe states' rights trump your rights as parents, and parents are professionals, professional parents. Mom, Dad, how you doing? Did you forget that you're the parents while you were being the professional? Right? And your job is worth more than your station as a parent. Right? And so who's educating your children? You or the state? And whose rights matter more? The state's rights or your rights, parents? Do the states actually have right to access your children without your rights? Fuck your rights? Parents' rights. Hey, and I said it in gender fluid terminology. Gender fluidity. Hey? Gender fluidity. That's sexist, racist. Oh, we can't have that conversation in public. Sure can't. Right? Can't have that conversation in public. Ooh. Ain't that right? Transparency and policy. There's no transparency in policy. You got to make lots of money off of policy. That's why there's no transparency.
Look at me go, buddy.
Let's talk about it.
$1.
No, we don't want to do that. Oh. How about the profit margins in regards to confusing children's genders? How does that help children? Doesn't that just help the pedophiles that are raping children that no one wants to talk about? Are kitty fuckers running this country? No one wants to talk about it. Pedophiles are easy to control, aren't they? If the whole world knows you're fucking children, what do you think's going to happen to you? Do you think you're going to get a trophy, or maybe they might fucking skin you alive? You know, let's have a conversation about it. Oh! No, we don't want to do that. Hey, the other day I did a stream about baby parts being harvested through Planned Parenthood and redistributed across the country and other places. My gosh. You can get baby organs easier than car parts. Ask Planned Parenthood about it. No! No one wants to talk about it. Gotta have a license, huh? And once you know about this shit, it traumatizes you.
What? They put my name in the paper.
But no one wants to talk about it. Oh! And only one person even had the gall to share the stream. 30 people have already been in here. Wow. Does anybody want to talk about the aborted fetus cells that are in the vaccines? Do you want to discuss how dead cells cause cancer cells to develop within living cells? You want to talk about it in public? No?
No. No. No.
Didn't think so.
No. 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 No, I don't want to talk in public.
You want to talk about how the masks are causing oxygen deprivation, which induces cancer cells to develop within the brain? And the brain damage is irreversible.
No.
You want to discuss that? I'm trying to figure out how wearing a mask is healthy at all. Like, no one wants to talk about it.
Imagine picking on me. My baby. My baby. I need to put my baby.
Do you want to talk about the biodigital convergence and the 6G technologies that South Korea is developing as we speak and discuss these things? And in the future, the smart cities of tomorrow world will be powered by human Duracell batteries. You're the new green energy source. Want to talk about it? No, not in public, right? I'm sitting over here thinking there won't be any humans left by 2050 due to current leadership and education. How you feel about that, anyone? Anyone at all? What? Does that sound good? You're obsolete. Society will be cashless and humanless by 2050. What a great idea. How you feel about it? Anyone? Not much of a future. That American dream's fucking dead, buddy. Some people realize shit ain't worth defending. Like your silence. Not worth defending. You're not worth defending. Whoa. Shit. You know what prevents people from being truthful? Their license to lie. It's amazing. It's actually a barrier and a prevention. It's like a condom for your mouth. Personally, I'm amazed by the silence of the good people. And I think maybe it might be important for you to know that silence and license have the same letters in them. Scientifically speaking, if you were silenced, then you were licensed. It's a metaphysical leash. Causes a lot of tension. Puts you on a tether. A metaphysical runner. It's like, wow. Throat chakra. It's a black magic thing. Yep. English is witchcraft. English is sorcery. English is dog Latin. English is an angle and leash on your brain. English. Angle leash. It's amazing what happens when you slow the words down. People get offended all the time when they come here because I think this is like Nazi Germany, World War II. I mean, you're not seeing the book burnings in the center of town anymore because somebody wrote something that was offensive. No, you just erased their digital floor. You didn't see it, so it didn't happen. And you only believe things when you see them. And if their channel gets erased, geez, they don't exist anymore. We've really evolved, haven't we? Right? We're a way more tolerant society today than yesterday. Huh?
70 years ago, if we didn't like what you wrote down, we just blow up your house and burned it. Now it's socially acceptable 70 years ago. Now we don't do that today. It's offensive and it's alarming. Now we evolved. We went digital. We don't have to go door to door book burning anymore. We can burn people digitally. Whoa. I wonder how many people have been digitally erased in the last 40 years. Huh? You know, and every day they scrub the internet. Conspiracy! I highly encourage all of you to really reflect on the idea of following the money. Very old saying. All the money. When you follow the money and study the history of money, root cause of all civilizations, empires, kingdoms, countries, they all implode on themselves, all of them, because of one fucking word: hyperinflation. Who wants to talk about it? What's the solution for the never-ending debt ceiling and hyperinflation? Politicians don't have any actions or solutions for this situation. No, they don't. They're the ones causing it. Must be crazy. This guy's crazy. So you see, my biggest issue is that anything that I want to discuss, no one wants to discuss. Isn't that amazing? Why would a person want to work for other than themselves? It's not logical. It's not logical. It's gender fluid terminology. And I gotta thank Northern Lights Medical Systems for the new language. Gender fluidity. What a brilliant communistic idea, huh? Let's make it socially acceptable for failed men to play in women's sports. I mean, this is what Janet Mills is going to die on. Maine's about to lose all of its federal funding because of this very thing.
So I have here a list of some of the nifty ingredients in your COVID vaccines. Pfizer didn't want you to have this information for 75 years. Chicken protein, human albumin, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Fetal cow serum, cow muscle tissue, cow serum albumin, chicken egg protein, monkey kidney cells, porcine pig gelatin, porcine pig arginine, calf serum and protein, embryonic guinea pig cells, DNA from pig coronavirus, PCV, insect cell bacterial and viral proteins, canine dog kidney cell proteins, and DNA Muir's media containing cow extracts, human embryonic aborted lung cultures, aborted human diploid cell cultures, thimerosal, ethanol, antifreeze, polysobert 20 and 80 aluminum dye, formaldehyde, aluminum, acetone, alcohol, barium, E. coli. Somebody explain to me how any of this shit is fucking healthy. That's what they're injecting you with because they're good people. Like, whoa, I'm all set, buddy. You can have my dose. Huh? And due to vaccine backlash, the vaccine industry is coming to an end. The cat's out of the bag, and too many people know now. The government, the media, medical schools, medical journals, and the pharmaceutical industry have colluded to poison entire generations of children under the guise of protecting against so-called infectious diseases, and have gaslighted, mocked, shamed, ostracized countless mothers and fathers who directly witnessed their children suffer after receiving multiple doses in one sitting. If you vaccinate your children, you're essentially saying, I trust proven liars and profiteers to make irreversible health decisions for my children. The false germ paradigm is next. It's over. What crimes did Biden pardon Fauci for? Innocent people do not need preemptive pardons. Never happened in the history of this country. Medical doctors receiving preemptive pardons for crimes they have not been charged or convicted of yet. It's never happened. Typically, you get a pardon after you've been convicted, after you've been charged, not preemptive. Innocent people do not need preemptive pardons. I already filed all of this with the Judicial Center. So it's on record that we all understand that Big Pharma pays doctors, Big Pharma pays researchers, Big Pharma pays politicians, Big Pharma pays the FDA, Big Pharma pays med schools, Big Pharma pays lawyers, pays lobbyists, Big Pharma pays the media, Big Pharma pays celebrities, Big Pharma pays for big tech. Somehow, it's conspiracy. But the evidence is everywhere when you follow the money. For 100 years, we were told fluoride was good for us, but in reality, fluoride increases your body's absorption of aluminum. And where does that aluminum end up? In your brain? Want to know which metals are found in the brains of Alzheimer's patients? You guessed it, aluminum. They want to say it's genetics or it's hereditary. I said soft metal toxicity due to the environment that you're absorbing. Like, I must be mentally fucking impaired, right? What could possibly be going on here? CVS CEO stepping down. CVS is in the process of closing 900 stores. Walgreens announced it's closing 1,200 stores. Rite Aid filed for bankruptcy and began closing 800 stores of their 1,700 total. That's half across the country. Walmart closing 51 healthcare centers across the U.S. 21 hospitals closed in 2024, and 700 more are downsizing. Is this preemptive actions to lawsuits and civil actions that are pending? They're filing bankruptcy before they get their asses sued? Huh? Good people. I hope everyone remembers when they're getting the COVID-19 vaccine that if I wasn't president, you wouldn't be getting that beautiful shot for 5 years at best, and probably wouldn't be getting it at all. Former President Trump, this was during his last term as president. So Trump is the reason why you all got vaccinated. Trump's the one that signed off on it. Traces of COVID vaccines found in cancer tumors. Sounds healthy. You mean the vaccines are causing cancer and tumors and clots within the people? Peer-reviewed study confirms mRNA injections cross the placenta barrier and reach the fetus. You mean the vaccines hurt the babies while they're still in the womb? Oh, I've been telling you that forever. But now it's mainstream news. Moderna covered up mass heart attacks of toddlers in COVID jab trials. Vaccines are safe, right, ladies and gentlemen? Did you know that children in the custody of the state are required to take psychotropic medication? It's more profitable for the state. That way they can have doctors and psychiatrists and guardian items for the children, several employees for one child. Lots of money involved there. The only drug Fauci allowed to be used for COVID, remdesivir. The history of remdesivir has been proven to cause kidney failure, which leads to pulmonary edema. Officials are calling this secondary pneumonia from COVID, said Dr. Itis. No, it wasn't. They are shutting down everybody's kidneys with remdesivir, causing their lungs to fill with fluid, and they are drowning them to death. They were killed in the hospital. Sound like good people. Did protosolitis euthanize COVID-19 patients with ventilators and sedatives to save other patients?
Leading cause of deaths in the U.S. right now is in hospital-related accidents. Okay, the medical errors is the third leading cause of deaths in America. And if you go to the hospital today, and Dr. Jim, you can correct me if I'm wrong, when you go to the hospital, the protocol being recommended by the Centers for Disease Control and other bureaucratic deep state organizations calls for remdesivir and midazolam and benzodiazepine. They sedate you. So when you take remdesivir, now remdesivir, folks, if you go to timetofreeamerica.com, I've cited this. You click on the button that says follow the money. Remdesivir is a drug patented by George Soros in China that causes renal failure. So literally, you have George Soros, or if you have COVID-19, you go to the hospital, you are enriching George Soros by buying his drug, which causes renal failure. So you have remdesivir and midazolam that actually causes death. So the actual protocols, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. Meehan, that's what's causing the death. Am I correct?
You are correct. The fact that remdesivir is still being used after 7 clinical trials, randomized controlled trials, have shown that it has a very high 22% serious adverse event rate. More people have died in a month from remdesivir than have died in 47 years from ivermectin. It's $3,200. It's all cronyism that it even got approved in the first place. But as clinical research has been done on remdesivir, it is shown to not reduce mortality at all, 0%. In fact, the most recent study out of Iowa by Dr. OHL, look it up, it shows that it doesn't reduce mortality and it extends the hospital stay. And on top of all of the damage it does to organs, it is.
This bit right here, Molly, I'm going to mute it for a second. They're just going over the side effects of remdesivir. But I made this clip 4 years ago. You know, saying my blood's boiling. You know? Shit's wild. Because of Fauci. Fauci's in control of medical policy for the entire country. Fauci's good people. Fauci's good people, that's why. So that's part of how they get away with this. Trust in Fauci. Especially Democrats. Most Democrats are government employees, federal employees. So they buy into each other's bullshit. This one was 3 years ago, Molly. 3 years ago I made this. All right? Now look what I made 3 weeks ago. This one, that little clip, 3 years ago. Three years ago. All right? I made that clip 3 years ago. Huh? I made this clip 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, 3 years ago. I'm not even going to play this sound. I don't want to get it cut. No matter. Three years ago. 3 weeks ago. What we're looking for here, people, is consistency in messaging. Has my message changed at all from then to now? 3 years ago, look what I was showing you 3 years ago. Hey, you guys, Decivir is bad for you. It's transparent to be that no transparency was given. They weren't informed. They weren't told what was in the vaccines. If they knew it was in the vaccines, they wouldn't take the vaccines. Holy fucking shit. Pfizer didn't want the vaccine list out in public for 75 years. I already told you what's in the vaccine because I have the list. Wow. Right? Whoa. Right? And then we'll go back in time again 2 years ago. The next clip is from 2 years ago. So you tell me how crazy it is now when I'm going back, forward, right? And it's almost like I made it all at once. I could have made this on the last week, but really, years in between these clips. It's like, wow, holy fucking shit. Now I'm just getting better about articulation or oral speech and description, right? Divination, the art of speech and describing what you're seeing. It's magic. So there was no transparency. There was no transparency. And COVID evolved from a laboratory and not nature or in the wild. That's how this pandemic all started, right? They told you that COVID evolved from bats, nature. God made the virus and God's angry at you and man's science is going to save man from God's wrath. That was the narrative in the beginning, remember? That's why Fauci was your God. And then we find out that all your major media outlets, this is very crucial information, you know. We find out that all the major media outlets, New York Times, Journal, the Globe, the Daily, Politico, USA Today, are welfare recipients. The BBC as well. It's amazing. You may as well say they get food stamps. Isn't that wild? I thought these were successful newspapers. No, it turns out they're welfare recipients. It's mind-boggling, isn't it? State-sponsored media. Tell me I haven't been accurate, huh? You little shit. You little fuck. Huh? Tell me I haven't been accurate. Wearing masks, good for your brain, right? It doesn't cause oxygen deprivation. Note the sarcasm, right? I'm telling you, when you get to this level, it's, where are we? Right? What the fuck is this place? Huh? That's what I'm thinking. What the fuck is this place? And you know what's even worse, Monty? Stephen King's my neighbor, right? I'm thoroughly convinced that Stephen King put a goddamn spell on the country or maybe even the world. You know? Some sort of wizardry. That motherfucker's my neighbor. I don't know who I am, what I am, where I am, when I am, how I am. I don't know. I don't know anything, apparently. That's what people tell me. They're always telling me I don't know anything. And I just sit here and I keep telling people, yeah, I don't know anything. Shit's wild. We know the Pope is dead or dying. Oh, I'm looking at the screen. Chair's cockeyed. Remember, I'm competing with Todd Church. Hey guys, academia is a competition, you know? That you know. Did you know that McDonald's is a Chinese franchise and a slush fund for government federal funding? And it's a triangular relationship between China, United States, and the Vatican. It's like, it's crazy, you know? And somebody made a really interesting point on a TikTok video I seen the other day. I take no credit for this, but they really got me thinking with all these cannibalistic meat eaters in the world, you know, all these fast food chains, you know, I just don't see how we're able to maintain the meat supply. I don't see it. We don't have enough healthy cows, chickens. You know, I commonly refer to people as chicken head motherfuckers because they don't listen to their neighbors. It's amazing. And my grandfather, he had a chicken farm, you know, sure did. 50,000 chickens. And my daddy and his brothers and sisters had to shovel chicken shit every day before school. And then one day I started looking at chickens in the 50s versus chickens today. And then all of a sudden, the United States became an open range chicken farm. And you are the chicken head motherfuckers. That's a free range chicken farm. Huh? Chicken head motherfuckers. Corporate bobbits. Right? A bobbit. A bobblehead. You bobblehead, bobbit. A caucus member. Deep throat and a cock. Cock kiss. Kiss cock. Cock kiss members. Deep throat and air dick neighbors. The silent voters. Silence of the good people. They didn't know the COVID mask was a muzzler for the muggles, neighbors. You know, after seeing something like this stream, I probably wouldn't trust anybody ever again for the rest of my life. And if you're having that process of thought in your head right now, I'm here to tell you that that was probably the best thought process you could have ever had in your life. And feelings and emotions have no basis in logic. Isn't that amazing? And reactions, reactory nature of people. My God, those are confessions about their ego. Because they don't got nothing to do with me. Ain't that something? We got lots to talk about, you guys. Huh? What you think? Think your mama might need therapy? Hillary Clinton said that parents needed re-education. How do you feel about that, you guys? Right? I created the aerial assault program, AAP. Look at me go. Remember, I was an Alcoholics Anonymous at 10 years of age. Like drunks and junkies and drug addicts were my best buddies since like 10. You know what I mean? Like, shit. I just started realizing doctors are creating all the masses. Isn't that amazing? Because there's the good people. Then all of a sudden, the shit kind of pisses me off. Even Santa Claus is in on the shit. You believe that? Fucking Santa Claus is in on the scam, you guys. Holy shit. Well, the beautiful thing about being me is that fucking ain't no one believes a word I tell them. You know? How a situation. Don't you think? They don't believe anything I say because I'm fucking stupid. I'm mentally impaired. I'm sick in the head and I'm not well. I'm not a sick dog, bitch. Bitches in heat are sick fucking dogs. Police officers are sick dogs or law dogs. Marching sailors are what? Sea dogs? Sea dog bark king? They don't hear king, bark king. It's funny shit, right? Soldiers are war dogs, and religious people are dogmatic because they follow dogma, right? Does that make them dog men or women because they're religious, right? Dogma makes people dogs. English is dog Latin. It's like, wow.
There's a lot of damn dogs out here. Dogs have licenses and a collar and a short fucking leash, right? Symbolic to your necktie, motherfucker. Isn't that shit wild? It's a conspiracy. Right? It's just fucking goddamn hysterically fucking funny. You motherfuckers don't believe anything until you see it on fucking television. Why do you think I do this shit? Now I'm on TV. Hey, will you believe it now? Right, Marty? I'm on TV? Yeah, now they'll believe me. Fuck a while. Now they'll take it seriously because I'm on their fucking television. You ain't going door to door with any of this shit, huh? No, I better put it on your television. It's the only way you're going to take it seriously. What? Who's going to go door to door with this shit? Not you, not me either. They'll fucking kill me at their door, man. The fuck? This is safer for me. Fuck you. Somebody's going to get angry because of me. Marty's over there. She's angry. I know. Moral people will be angry about this shit. Isn't that wild? Moral individuals. Let's get the word people out of this. I'm working on it, right? I'm always preaching about how these are bad words. Because technically, you're not people. Another thing that bothers me. Don't come in here and call me brother. If you're calling me brother, you watch too much Hollywood Hulk Hogan, right? You've been propagandized. Don't call me brother if you're going to sit silent and turn a blind eye to this shit and say nothing and do nothing. Don't call me brother. I'm your competitor. Let's make that clear, right? It's like wild. So don't call me brother. I hate it when they come in here. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Why do they call me brother? They don't even share the streams. They don't say nothing. They don't contribute anything. They don't do anything. They stare at you. How the fuck is that? What? What? Don't call me brother. Shit bothers me, okay? It traumatizes me. Don't do it. It fucking triggers me, okay? right? Shit would piss you off, right? Don't call me daughter. Bitch, don't call me daughter. What the fuck? Don't call me Sonny, Jim, John, Dick, Harry. No. No. Don't call me none of that shit. No. It's the whole intent. It's bad frequency. Bad. I don't like frequency. People get offended when I say niggas. But Negus meaning Negus is the word for king in Ethiopian Semitic languages, and a title which is usually bestowed upon a regional ruler by the Negotia, Nagast, or King of Kings. So there's the definition of Negus. You think it's a derogatory term, but really you're being acknowledged, recognized as king. You're offended by the nature of word king. See what happens when you're illiterate? Isn't that funny shit? Don't come in here, call me dog, bro, dude, and a horse's cock. I ain't your dork king. Dork is a whale's penis. No thanks. Cock king. Cock, K-O-K. Cock, king of kings. Cock king. Top kings, big king, think king, walk king, high king, Viking, sea king, hook king, look king, rat king, break king, set king, shot king, strike king, shake king, nut king, poke king, smoke king, drink king, cook king, bake king, smack king. Language of king, Seth. Shat king. Hook king, huck king, hook king, rock king, hot king, high king, heat king, hurt king, dirt king, duke king, duck king, dock king, dick king, dyke king, dirt king, dang king, dump king. Funny shit, isn't it? When you figure it out. I found it out by accident, Seth. You were never supposed to know either. Now you know something that no one else knows. Oh man. That make you feel special? Special education for special peoples. This ain't milk. This is meat and potatoes.
You guys feel safe and secure? They got your best interests at heart, right? How you feel? It's an interesting theme that got happening, huh? These are the characters. These are the actors, government agents or government actors, corporate prostitutes, corporate hookers, political pimps, and prostitutes. And pimp stands for party in my pants, and poop stands for power of one person. Isn't that some poop for you? Right? Poop, power of one person. And set is a set. Set is a mathematical term. It's a set. It's a group of one, power of one. What happens when you know something that no one else knows, only you know? Now you're the power of one person. No one around you knows, just little old you. What you gonna do? Something or nothing? That's your choice, not mine, yours. See what I do to people, Monty? Bad influence. Terrible. No point in talking to the parents anymore. They don't listen to nothing. They listen to television. Like, it's wild. Ultimately, religion's always been about controlling people's minds and not empowering them or bringing them closer to their maker. It was about energy extraction, just like school. Just like school. Takes me energy to present this information. It takes you energy to observe this information. I already observed it. I took action by making the streams. So logic doesn't allow for you to sit there and say that I didn't say something, do something. It's like wild. Logic's a motherfucker. They come in here with syllable like leaks there. I'm done, right? Dirty tree, done. Come in here, poop, poop, poop. Done. Done. All done, Marty. We're all done with the poop reactions. Tired of this shit. Here to shove it right up your ass. Got an enema for you, buddy. And I love going back and forth because it's like, look at the consistency of the messaging that I've been showing. This is 4 years ago, you guys. Come on now. 4 years ago. 4 years ago on the screen. Bam! This is where I was at mentally like 4 years ago, right? Like, whoa. And they didn't believe me then. And you know what's funnier? They ain't gonna believe me now. Then and now. But the relevance of the messaging then is still relevant today. See what I'm getting at here? Then and now. Consistency. It's like fucking Bill Murray and Groundhog's Day for me. Look at the consistency in my goddamn messaging. I have a lot of questions. No one has any answers for them. Right? Do you think this is fun for me? Because it's not. Trust me, it's not. It's not, Monty. It really isn't. They don't have time for any of it. So just me. The shit I do on Facebook in 30 days, it'll get erased. What's the point in putting anything on there? It's gone in 30 days. Sitting there thinking about it, it's like, wow. It's just gonna get erased. Just kind of prevents you from wanting to do anything. And remember, I'm the dum-dum, right? Remember that. I love this. That's my favorite. I swear, it's like my favorite part in this now. You know? Right? Like, here comes a shot across the bow, buddy. You know? Boom! Where'd everyone go? Where'd they all go? Where did they all go? Does it look like I went to public school? Does it sound like I went to public school? All right, like, how am I doing? No, I don't even live by the clock. I eat when I want to, sleep when I want to. The clock has no bearing on what I do. Doesn't matter what time it is. No clocky. No. This is like 3 years ago. It's just the nature of society or community. It's not personal, everybody. It's what I observe. It has no motion. Right? Listen to what I'm writing. Read what I'm saying. Read this shit, you know? Shit's wild, isn't it? What's it going to do to the next generation of children? Corrupt them? Seth, are you laughing? You little public enemy, you. My father used to call me a little shit. A rebellious little fuck. Remember, they think I'm the monkey. I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one. Huh? I'm the crazy one. Right? I'm the crazy one. There's your curve. There's your curvature. Look, there's your curve. Where, you don't see a curve? Don't see a curve? That's the problem. That's the problem. They don't see the curvature. They don't want to see that mama got curves. Mama got curvature, y'all. No one wants to talk about it. This guy's fucking stupid. Dur, 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 dur. I think I deserve a trophy. That's my personal feelings. I believe I deserve a goddamn trophy. And hasn't not one person changed my mind of that said fact. Where's my trophy? Trophy! Ask the children, and they'll tell you I deserve a fucking trophy.
Sophie! Sophie! And in regards to my position for college-age children, I really don't think they're children anymore. We really shouldn't even be calling them children at that point. If they're in college, my gosh, they're young adults. Why are we calling them children? The shit with Janet Mills and Trump is about college sports. These are not 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds. They're young adults. They're not toddlers. They're not wearing Pampers. Why are we pampering college-age children? Why are we even calling them children? Any thought process on that, Monty? I mean, they're 18 to 20. They're young adults. They can go to war. They can kill people. They can vote. You know? They do adult things. You can buy a lotto ticket. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So why is the news calling college age people children? Is it to codify them, pussify them, sissify them, pamper them? Let's treat 20-year-olds like they're 5 years old. Let's address the situation like we're dealing with babies, you know? It's for the children. Putting failed men in women's sports is the best interest for us all. And remember, Janet Mills is going to fight Trump in regards to this, right? No one sees anything wrong with it, and I'm crazy. Because I said something first. I said something first. Ain't that shit wild? You gotta think about it like a child. I said it first. The doctors didn't say it first. The lawyers didn't say it first. The politicians didn't say it first. The preachers, the priests, they didn't say it. The parents didn't say it. No, the fool told you. I said it first. Not an institutionalized cocksucker. I'm a bad influence on the children, aren't I? How are they ever going to forget this guy, huh? Seth, how are they ever going to forget me, buddy? Remember, you get to put this on DVD. Go right ahead, buddy. I'm fucking traumatized.
right? They're fucking traumatized. Huh? How could they ever forget this shit? Oh. Oh. There's one I haven't pulled out of the bag in a while. Go real good in here. Right? You gotta stick with the theme, you guys. Huh? That's from 4 years ago. Shit. It's almost like I know what's going to happen preemptively. Like, look what's going on in here. Do you think the children are going to learn something from this, Seth? I hear your bullshit. Calling bullshit on the whole damn thing. How you doing? Bad influence on the children. Terrible. Right? What kind of country would it be if every one of you was forced to sit through this one stream? Not any other stream, just this one stream. Wouldn't be the same. There's no way. Right? Wouldn't be possible. And that shit a trip. Grace was thoroughly convinced of it. That's why she helps make content, right? She don't ask for anything. She don't expect anything. She's on the other side of the country. Grace made a lot of these ones, these little video reels. Including this next one, I think I'll play because I can't remember last time I played this one. But goes right along. Fits in well, I think. I'm just not gonna play the music. That way I don't catch any YouTube censors. Link to this is in the comments. Right? Can't make this shit up. I give Grace video content. I give her content. I give her information that she puts it together however she wants. Free reign. I don't care how she puts things together. That's the whole point of letting her do it. You know, I wanted to have a female involved in the production of these streams because a lot of the content is very harsh. And very real. People don't like my approach, but I think this is the only way you're really going to get through. You're not going to get any real work done seeking attention. So that's why approval doesn't bother me much. They ultimately don't know what they're sitting silent to. They forgot their past and they're going to repeat it. More you know about yesterday, the crazier you sound today, and their reactions to you tomorrow dictate the future. Not seeking approval or validation. That's what makes me goddamn dangerous. That's what the majority of people are seeking. I'm sitting here shaking my head going, if you only knew what you were sitting silent to, you wouldn't be talking so much shit, you know? One of the things I came to understand as an individual, which is what all of you are, and I think it's very important for you to all understand what I'm saying, because it's all inclusive. It's not, applies to everyone. Every individual is a mask or a creator. Creator is consciousness. Consciousness is in the water. This is not political. This is not religious. It's alchemical. It's bioelectrical. Right? Oh, I'll let this one play too. We have unlimited energy in water. The ancients understood hydrostatic electricity, which is why the Penobscot River is channeled or lined with granite, because it generates an electrical discharge. Isn't that amazing? So we're understanding how to extract free energy from water. Let's not talk about hydrogen. When I left home, I said I was going to solve the Holy Grail. People said I was crazy. Said I was nuts. Not well. You ain't all right in the head. Now look at me go. I was doing water. Free energy. The ancients valued their comprehension of reality more than gold, technology. Oh yeah, it's wild. Right? Ultimately, they wanted you to hate yourselves. Hate yourselves and love your corporate masters. Love the politicians. Love the president. But in reality, look, you survived $1 billion propaganda machine sponsored by your tax dollars. That's part of what USAID was financing, was COVID research and advertising and propaganda. The television actors, the script readers on TV telling you it was a good idea. The spokespeople. And what you're seeing here is pretty, you should have been shown this stuff when you were 5. You know? That's what gets me in trouble, because I think you should have already known all this stuff. But it was left out deliberately. I didn't learn about geometry until my 30s. '30. "2012, I woke up in the middle of the night and the television was playing an old Western and a schoolmarm was talking to a young little boy named Matthew. And the schoolmarm was asking Matthew if Matthew knew sound shapes. And I was like, the fuck is sound shapes? What the hell? Never heard that terminology ever. And this movie was, it was a Western. So like 1800s, and they're talking about geometry and sound shapes. Whoa. What? I was so confused by the whole concept. And it caused me to stumble into things like this content here and other things. Had my own ideas. And now you're seeing a compilation. I don't think a one-size-fits-all healthcare policy works best for anybody in the country. I don't think that one person should be deciding healthcare for all. Fauci has way too much power. The position, too much power. You're sitting there on the other side of the screen showing that your name, a number, your job. This doesn't happen in a week. Didn't happen by accident. Autistic children love me. The grandparents love me because they know that they're full of shit. The parents refuse to believe anything I'm saying to them. They made up their minds already. Think about it. They already made up their minds. You're not going to have this conversation with Todd Church, Molly. What? This pinecone country. That's state flower. pine cone, state flag, state flower, pine cone country, pineal gland, right from Bangtown. Bang! Put that in the bank. Apparently, you can boil. I haven't done this myself yet, but apparently, you can make a tea from pine cones. Witches used to do it all the time. Witch doctors, right? But it would take like a week to brew this tea. It's called like the chemical is DH. It's like DMT, but it's DHMT. It's supposed to sync both hemispheres of your brain. This tea made from pine cones. So apparently that's evil. Pine cone tea with a dash of honey. Right? Evil. The ideas around medicine that we're dealing with today, some of them are absolutely ridiculous. Or evolved from propaganda that was absolutely ridiculous. And that's part of why I do this. Right? Like Reefer Madness. That was propaganda. Look how that turned out. That was about preventing marijuana use. Right? And none of this did I learn in school. And I'm not trying to brag. It's just that's the facts. You know? Factual information, people. What I'm trying to do is prevent long-term suffering. Right? Now my friend Sparky, look at this. Right? Sparky's saying the same shit. Look what it is. Look. Right? And these two people know each other. Right? Sparky and Judith and then myself, that's 3. And I'm already 4. Look. They're all saying the same thing. Isn't it cute? Using different language, but pattern recognition. Right? Shape recognition, geometry, forms, figures. Oh my God, I'm confused. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I keep telling people everything operates within a circle. Oh, it's a conspiracy. Really? Look. The hell are you talking about? Right? Like, what the hell are they talking about? Everything develops within a circle. I don't know why it's a conspiracy. Right. Right. Because natives tried to build with their environment, whereas Romans terraformed. Terraformations. Like Oak Island in Canada, I think that's terraformed. California's been terraformed. A lot of places have been terraformed. Which means you essentially went in there and bulldozed everything. You remodified the landscape. A lot of islands are man-made. It's for billionaires. You can have your own island made. Yeah. Or diverting waterways, redirecting water, controlling the flow of water, water channels, channeling water, controlling the flow of water, terraforming the land so that you can dictate to the land the directional flow of water. The Penobscot River is a perfect example of that. It's a man-made channel. It's terraformed. We made it. We landed it with granite. We did things. Why did we do them? Always ask why. We don't do things for no reason. There's always reason to anything, everything. Just like with the brick. You go to Bangor, you go to the old cities in New England, and they're all made out of brick. Red brick. Red brick buildings. You ever ask yourself why? And it's the same red brick in Russia. Same culture. Same builders. This is all observational. Observational. What else is observational? We have a tendency of tearing down our old buildings. Anything that's got art or craft involved in its skill. These old Gothic style buildings, these old churches, right? We tear them down. And then in their place, some god-awful square monstrosity, right? No skill to it at all. It doesn't take much to build a brick building. Square buildings tear down easy. High wind, flood. The old world they built in star patterns. They built with nature's patterns in mind. There'd only be a couple reasons why they would do that. Understanding of their environment, duplicating it. Right. duplicating nature's patterns, mimicry, mocking. We all knew this already in the past. That's the whole point in this. I don't know why we go to school to learn this shit. We should already known all this stuff. We forgot. That's my approach. We understood the ether 100 years ago. And now we're just waking up to it again today. It's just like the criminalization of cannabis by the Democrats during the 60s. We're supposed to be grateful for the decriminalization of cannabis. You're the ones that criminalized it in the first place. And most of these young Democrats forgot. I'm going to be fair. You forgot. You're suffering from amnesia. And I'm going to bring your parents. Huh? They forgot. Right? Forgot. And you're supposed to really be terrified of that 5-pointed star, right? Terrified. Terrified. Remember that. Terrified. Think on it. That's what they wanted. You to be terrified of that shape, of that pattern, that form, that figure, right? What do you think about that? Right? I'm going to tell you what they wanted from you. Right? Didn't tell you what to do. They wanted you afraid of that geometry, of that form, of that figure, of that pattern, of that mandala, of that sacerdotal art, that archetype, that structure, that polygon, that pentacle star, that pentagon, that pentagram. Hoof on it. How am I doing? Scared yet? Boo. Stole it from nature. Ooh, conspiracy. Ooh. You ever get tired of talking about conspiracies, Matthew? No, conspiracies, reality. They made reality into a conspiracy. Professionals can't actually cope or bear witness to reality. In reality, they need no coping mechanisms, prescription drugs, alcohol. Hey, right? Coping mechanisms. So what happens when you start looking at the aerial perspective on reality? Little Mermaid, Ariel, and you notice the people around you start to flounder. Little fish, flounder. You make them uncomfortable. You don't. That's the irony in this, is understanding that all symbols have positive or negative implications. Wild, huh? It always goes back to what you think. Initial responses will be thinking this is a negative thing or have no thought at all. Disregard it completely.
That boy crazy. Oh, because I'm crazy. That's why. Crazy. I'm crazy. That's why. That's why they ain't in the streets over these things, because I'm a crazy person. No one believes crazy people. See how wild it is? They made you afraid of nature, hate yourself, hate your environment, fear it. Nature's patterns. Not universities. Pure mockery. So the schools aren't teaching you anything new. Just revealing what's been hidden. Right?
Where do you even go? Think you figure this out in school? No. What? No. No. Hell no. Right? No, 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 no. No, you figure these things out by accident. Hell of a situation. Right? Hell of a situation. But how you supposed to do? Right? See that? Look at that. That's Fort Knox. See that? That's Fort Knox in Bucksport. It's right down the road from me. Look. See, it's got a spiral. See the spiral? See the spiral? The fort's built on top of a spiral. See it? Right? A vortex. See it? And then check this out. Right? Hold on. Oop. Put that link in the comments. Right? Thanks, Judith. Thank you, you guys. Man, you wouldn't see any of this in school. Judith was my first first female that I could get to listen. And all of a sudden, she wanted to start her own YouTube channel. I said, go ahead. I'll stalk you. So this is Judith's channel. And that's the link to this video. You can go check out Judith's channel. No, but you see what she's driving across, right? It's mind-boggling. Especially to autistic people. Visual learners. Right? Visual learners. What are you catching on to here? Patterns repeating themselves? Right? Hey, you guys, how many patterns are there? Huh? How many patterns are there? How many shapes, how many forms, how many figures? How many? Right? Everything ultimately evolves because of the same motions. Isn't that wild? But man, I wish I'd known this stuff when I was young, you know? And maybe they should have taught this in school and people would be completely different, right? Whoa. I don't know about you, but it kind of pisses me off. I noticed that the ones crying loudest against the vaccines are actually, in fact, the unvaccinated, excuse me. The unvaccinated have more concern for the issues. The majority of people. It's amazing. A lot of this calls for a rewrite in education and a total different look at reality or approach on reality, because religion has made the world unlivable, while science and math has proven the existence of intelligent design. Like, how did that happen?